This free add-on brings new crops and foods to Minecraft Bedrock Edition, and that is Bum's Crops. You can find many of the trees and flowers throughout your Minecraft world, mostly in the plains biome. And if you see this new wandering trader, you can trade for a lot of the seeds. So let's show you all of the trees and their wood types. So starting off with the cherry tree, there's the orange tree, the maple tree, which is the largest tree in this add-on, and from this you can make maple syrup. There is a lemon tree, pear tree, and the peach tree. Each of them have their matching wood types. So starting off with the cherry wood, the orange wood, the maple wood, the lemon wood, the pear wood, and lastly the peach wood. So let's go ahead and show you all of the crops in this add-on. And as you can tell, there's so many right now that I need to show you. Some crops can only be grown in sand, while others can be grown in either farmland, mud, dirt, or podzol. And I assume that all of them need a water source. Each of these crops can be bone meal to grow much faster. So first, starting off with the asparagus, you can go ahead and harvest this and replant it with the seeds. Next up is red cabbage, and you can use this to make cabbage stew. So replant the seeds here. Dragon fruit. So this can also be grown in hardened clay, and it can only be replanted with the dragon fruit clipping. So you do have to harvest it with these shears here. Okay, and next up is the strawberries. You can replant these from the seeds. From the strawberries, you can make strawberry jam. Next up is the shrooms, and I can tell you, the jump boosts on these are insane. I'm going to eat them. Okay, it does make you nauseous, but the good thing is the nausea does wear off. I know you have this insane jump boost, so you can replant them from shrooms. So next up is the peppers, and from these you can make chili sauce. Harvest them, and you'll get some of the seeds, which you can go ahead and replant. And now we can go ahead and make the chili sauce. When you consume this, it makes you run so fast. And then there's the coffee. So first you want to go ahead and harvest the plants. Sheep, seriously. Of course you can replant the coffee from the coffee beans. And now we have some of the beans left over that we can make some coffee. But first you'll need to craft a furnace or something that gives off heat, a jabima, and some mugs. You also want to craft a sack of coffee. So for that you'll need 9 coffee beans. You want to place the jabima on top of a furnace. You want to open it. You just have to place a mug next to the sack of coffee. Drink this and check out the insane effects this gives you. Oh my gosh, look at that. Speed, haste, jump boost. Okay, while we still have these effects, let's check out the corn plant. You can go ahead and harvest it and replant them from the corn seeds. Cook the corn in a furnace. You'll get popcorn. Okay, next up is the tomatoes. Of course, let's go ahead and harvest these, and you can replant them from the seeds. They do come with their own little trellis, and you can go ahead and craft a sandwich with the pork chop, cabbage, and the tomatoes. Okay, so next up is rhubarb, and from this you can go ahead and make rhubarb pie. And the cool thing about it is that it gives you water breathing. And next up is turnips. Replant them with the seeds. You can cook it in a smoker. And next up on the list is a very interesting plant. This is called smoke leaf, and you can go ahead and harvest it and replant it with the seeds. You can go ahead and use it as fuel. You can use it to make paper. This plant is called hops. Go ahead and replant it with the seeds. And this one also comes with its own little trellis here. Zucchini. You can harvest this and make zucchini bread. And the last two, you got grapes and pineapple. Okay, let's go ahead and harvest the grapes. You can replant them, and you can use the grapes to make grape jam. And you can also use the pineapple to make pineapple jam. Okay, so now it's time to show you all of the foods in this add-on. So a lot of the crops that you find, you can use to make food. You can make jam from the regular sweet berries in Minecraft, and you can also make strawberry, pineapple, and grape jam. And then over here are the pies. Okay, so you can make rhubarb pie, cherry pie, a peach cobbler, and the chicken pot pie. And lastly are the stews and a couple of extra foods. So you can craft cabbage and veggie stew. You can cook the corn in a furnace or cook it in a smoker to get cooked corn. Okay, so you can of course cook the turnips, the asparagus, and the regular Minecraft carrots. You can make zucchini bread, chili sauce, a sandwich, and the fruit salad. From the maple syrup, you can make flapjacks, so I'm going to show you how to make the maple syrup. In the crafting table, you want to craft something called the sap tap and a bucket. So take the sap tap and place it on the tree. You can place 4 on one block. And then you want to take the buckets and place them on the sap taps. And over time, these buckets will slowly fill up with sap. Once it's filled all the way to the top, you want to just tap on it. Okay, now you want to take the furnace and place a bucket of sap inside, and you'll get the maple syrup. And it will give you fire resistance. You can make flapjacks. So let's go ahead and eat this. And this will give you a bunch of effects like resistance, fire resistance, and slow falling. You can find various different types of flowers throughout your Minecraft world. All of these flowers that you find, you can place them in pots, which you can place down as decoration. You can make tea with chamomile, mint, and lavender. So to make tea, you want to harvest the flowers, so just tap on them. If you do get a bad bundle, you just want to tap on the flower again until you get a good one. So after that, you want to craft the jabina, a mug, and a heat source. So place the jabina on top of a heat source, and now you can craft the tea of your choice. So you can place these down, and you can actually see the tea inside. I'm going to pick them back up. The lavender gives you absorption and the conduit power. The mint tea gives you absorption and fire resistance, while the chamomile gives you regeneration, so each tea you drink you'll get 2 extra hearts. Okay, so you can also craft a mug holder, which allows you to place 4 mugs in one spot, but you have to be careful not to hit the mug. Now you can't place tea inside of it, as you see here. Did you know that you can make wine in this add-on? So I'm going to show you the process. You want to take the water and place it next to sugar. So I'm going to craft about 3 of these. So open the brewing stand, place the blaze powder inside, and then some wheat and a water bottle, and you'll get yeast. So you just want to remove the wheat, place the yeast in that spot, and then you want to place sugar water right there. So just make sure you have 1. I place that 1 in there. Now that you have the activated yeast, just place grapes in there. And there you go, now you have fermented grapes. Okay, so to make more activated yeast, you want to repeat that same process. And once that's done, just place something else. So I'm going to place hops in there. So there we go, fermented yeast, and now place the honeycomb in there. Okay, so there we go. So now we have 3 of these. So inside of the wooden keg, and there's a bunch of different ones that you can make, as you see here. There's 2 new blocks that you can craft, and that is the corn block, which requires 9 corns to make. And you can also make the fresh thatch block, which comes from the cattail reed. Now cattails are one of the new plants. There's 3 different types, which is the fresh, faded, and the dry thatch block. Over time it'll turn into the dry thatch block. You can also craft the stairs versions, the slab versions of these as well. To refresh the thatch blocks, you want to just tap them with water. I'm going to show you the 2 new mobs. First, starting off with the Aimless Horticulturist. There's different variants, as you see here, and you can go ahead and trade with them. As you see here, this is a great way to get a lot of the seeds in the game, because a lot of the crops don't spawn naturally, I don't think. Okay, and then there's this guy, the Maze Golem. They'll harvest and replant the crops for you. Only the Minecraft crops though, not the ones from the add-on. Not only that, but they also protect you from any mobs. Oh, Okay, so to craft one, take a fence, a hay bale, and a pumpkin, a carved pumpkin right on top, and you can craft one of these guys. So you can use them to store seeds, anything. Never go up to this guy with shears. He's not gonna like it. So all you have to do is just give him back the carved pumpkin. That is pretty much it for the Bums Crops. I got a request to showcase Bums Crops, and I know you guys really love food add-ons, so I say okay, I'm going to definitely showcase this. And not only that, I really love how a lot of the foods give you effects. You can get some very helpful effects from a lot of these foods. Now the only downside, this isn't achievement friendly. Credits to ClouddSpiderr for making this add-on. I'll have a link to it in the description down below, as well as how to download add-ons. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone.